Whatever the reason is for you starting to work out, we all share the same wish, and that is for success. But that's all a wish is, a goal without a plan. And these are the top 5 reasons, according to my experience, why people stop working out. So maybe you're someone who has just recently stopped exercising. Maybe you're someone who is thinking about stopping working out. Maybe you're just looking at what are the warning signs of me beginning to think about not working out. Or maybe you're watching this thinking, shit, no, I'm never going to stop working out. Whatever the reason that happens, let's go over the 5 top reasons. So number 1 is just boredom. I think sometimes people just lose interest. And they lose interest because they're not sure how to achieve what they want. They know what they want to do, as in, I want to look like this, or this is what I want to kind of be at the end of X amount of time. But they're not really sure what to do in the gym to get there. I look around and I see a lot of people who are just going through the motions, and that comes down to basically not having a plan. You need a plan that adapts to your needs and can allow you to progress. You have to decide basically what you're there for. Am I there to lose weight? Am I there to build muscle? Am I there to be more athletic? Am I there to be stronger? And then you design a plan, or you have a plan, or acquire a plan that will get you there. And that should prevent boredom. Because if you have these workout programs, and a good workout program should include basically a series of goals and mini challenges. This is where you start. This is where you see next week, I'm progressing. This is where I am next week. Oh, I'm progressing. This is where I am next week. Doesn't matter what kind of training you're involved in or what your goal is, there should always be progression in there. So if you're bored, find a way to beat the boredom by getting a plan. Number 2 would be lack of results. Like I said, people are in the gym, they make the effort to go there, but it's very rare that I see people efficiently using their time. And when it comes to results through exercise, just through exercise, it's a very fine line, and the margin for error is very small. You need to have all your ducks lined up, and you need to take them out one by one with very few misses, because the difference between success and failure is basically consistency. And this takes us back to point number 1, which is get a plan. Now, if you're struggling to get a plan, then there are lots of people out there who can help you. You have so many options nowadays, from generic kind of programs in applications through to something like what I do, which is obviously personal training or strength and conditioning coaches on a one-to-one basis. But you can also do it, like, for example, through me. You have my monthly online program, which is through an application. You enter your sets, your reps, all this kind of stuff, and you can see your progress. You rate your workouts. Super useful tool. You also have the option of someone like me designing a specific program directly tailored to you. And again, you have that accountability. So boredom, lack of results can easily be countered by a proper, organized training program. That takes us on to number 3. Reason number 3 that people stop working out is change of location. For some reason, whatever it may be, change of job, change of career, financial scenario changes, you might need to change gyms, or your gym might close. Now, you've got to take in mind that not everyone is super confident. Not everyone thinks, I'm going to get to the gym, I'm going to tear it up. For some people, it takes a lot of courage just to go to a gym for that first time. You're facing a lot of your worst fears, the insecurity of going to the gym, exposing yourself, especially exposing yourself in front of a large group of fit people. So if you're safe haven, the gym that you've managed to get into and secure yourself and feel comfortable with, the rug gets pulled out from under your feet and you have to change location, it can be quite overwhelming. And for a lot of people, it's just too much, because they know how tough it was to get to that gym and get stuck in there in the first place. And now they think, I've got to do all this again in a new place with new people in a new location. Forget it. It's not worth the emotional trauma. It is worth the emotional trauma. It's like anything. You fall off your bike, you get back on, you start pedaling. You've got to basically do hard things. Just consider a gym change as a challenge, all right, I've done it once, I will do it again, because needs must, and you have to work out. Number 4 is injury or illness. I've seen this in the past quite a lot, is that someone will get an injury that will prevent them from working out effectively. You have different camps. You have someone who gets an injury that will basically be an excuse to not work out. And then you get someone who gets an injury and says, what can we do to keep me working out? I've trained people with broken legs, broken shoulders, broken fingers, and there is always something you can do. Now, illness might be something different if you're feeling terrible and you can't get to the gym for a long, extended period of time. It can be pretty tough to get back into the routine, because I always say that health and fitness, or being fit, is like climbing a mountain. You climb, you know how hard it is, you're getting up, you're getting up, you're getting up. You don't need to reach the peak of the mountain, you just need to be up there somewhere. But if you ever end up at the bottom of the mountain again, you look up and think, Jesus, that took so much effort to get back up there. I don't know whether I can have the intestinal fortitude to get back up there again. But again, previous point, you have to do it. You know you need to do it. And don't forget, a lot of people just want to avoid pain. They want to avoid discomfort. These are the things that make us grow. And these are the things that make us improve as people. Do hard things. And last thing, number 5, is work schedule. Some people just live incredibly busy lives. They have a work, they have a job, they have commitments, family commitments. Maybe they've got kids to drop off. Maybe they have multiple kids. They have after-school programs. They have all these commitments. There is still no excuse to not do something. You might have to wind it down a little bit. You might have to change the frequency with which you work out. But as Arnold said, an hour in the day is basically 4%. Have you got 4% of your day to spare for exercise? There's always a way around it. I've trained some incredibly busy people who are CEOs of mega companies, and these guys still find a way to make time, because at the end of the day, they know working out helps with everything else. It's like sharpening a sword. When it comes time to cut, you have the faith and the confidence that you can do it. And that's what exercise gives you, that razor sharp edge in your mind through the confidence in the body. So if you're struggling to maintain a workout schedule, stick to these 3 simple points. Number 1, work out what you're in it for. What are you there for? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to get fitter? You're just trying to impress your friends? Be honest with yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever your reason, if you just want to look good in the mirror and no other purpose, you don't want to be athletic, you don't want to have better balance or any of these vital life skills, you just want to impress people. If that's your goal, then make a plan. Number 2, make a plan that fits that goal. If you can't do it yourself, find someone qualified and respected, and not just some charlatan who will tell you what you want to do and say, oh, this is to do this, just follow my routine, when they're on steroids. Find someone you can rely on to give you a plan that you can implement. And number 3, stick to that plan. Come hell or high water, stick to it through thick or thin, ups and downs, trauma, good times, bad times. Your workout days are going to be X times a week. You're going to work out for this duration, and stick to it.